Go.
What's going on, people? This is the Enchiridion team. I'm Ward Mars. That's B Horse, and we got another one for y'all today. Finishing up our series on self-advocacy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's been a good time. I've been learning a lot about myself. I've been applying these things. You know, it's been good so far, man. And today I'm excited to get back in the shoot and talk with you guys about it, man. Thank you guys for listening to us. Be sure to like and subscribe this. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube. We going off.
Come on, man. Cut it up.
It's getting good, man. It's getting heated, and that's all because of you guys constantly coming back, joining us every Monday at 8, showing love, support, and here we go. Self-advocacy. What is it? Build genuine relationships. That's where we at.
Keyword in that is genuine relationship. All right. I got a saying that I always use, and I always say, never burn bridges you don't have to burn. All right. You can keep your distance from people after building that relationship. You can keep your distance from people if you see that relationship is not going to go in the way that you would like it to go, or that'll be useful for you. You don't need to burn the bridge in that one, but yeah, build genuine relationships, you know. And I don't know, man. We meet so many people throughout our lifetime.
Right.
Are they all a necessity? Nah, no.
Right. No. I tend to think that, you know, and that's why I'm on the opposite bridge of you, because I tend to think like, no, none of them are necessity. That's my problem. You know, I think that I definitely don't do good in networking with people or you know, following up on a relationship, you know, to see what it can be. You know, I tend to keep my distance from people because I feel like people can, you know, when you let people in close, they can do you wrong, or we already know that people are driven mostly by their own self-interest anyway. You too, me too. I got my own self-interest as well. And it's hard for me to meet people today who I feel like will sabotage me in pursuit of their own self-interest. And that's why, like, I tend to keep my distance from people. Like, I know it's not a healthy thing. I know it ain't the thing to do. But I don't know. I guess basically being burnt in the past is trauma, man. I'm dealing with trauma.
Yeah.
From fake friends, fake love.
People that were supposed to be on your side that tried to hurt you.
Yeah. When it came, you know, time to put the pedal to the metal, you know, they weren't there, you know, or they just, you know, dipped out on me. And not that when it definitely matured me, because it's not that I look for friends in a sense where I think that everybody that I meet, they're going to be immediately a ride or die type of person. You know, I think that a common theme in the self-advocacy series is just watching how things develop. And when I was younger, I feel like I was more gullible to think like to take a day one friend and already make them a 2-year, you know, 3-year friend. In the terms of the trust and the openness that, you know, you would have with a friend that took time. And I definitely have learned that in order to even build a relationship or build what you call a friendship, it has to take time.
Mm-hmm.
It has to take time. But in addition to taking time, it also takes some type of adversity too.
Yeah. It is. And that's the, you know what I'm saying? This is why I'm not quick to burn bridges, that I don't have to burn.
Mm-hmm.
Because what me and a friend is going through, that does not mean that we are done with each other or our use for each other is through. And I that's that them people that are so quick to burn, you know what I mean, they lose the opportunity for it to be a genuine connection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because just because you're day one, day one, that doesn't mean that you're wrong, even though I know you all my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people get confused by giving somebody a title right away. You know what I'm saying? My A1, that's what my best friend saying. Oh,
that's my brother, you know what I'm saying? Or that's my cousin.
But y'all ain't been through nothing together. You know what I'm saying? There was never a time where it was tested. There was never a time where it was like, there was never a time where disagreements came apart. It was just always happy-go-lucky. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to advocating for yourself, because I want to bring it back, because it's not even about friendship. It's not even about friendship. It's about just building a good, genuine relationship. When it comes to advocating for yourself, you want them people that are genuinely on your side.
Yeah.
That's when we're speaking on building a genuine relationship, that's what we're talking about. We want people that are genuinely want to see you do better. You know what I'm saying? And even if, I don't want to contradict myself, but even if that means they want you do better because in turn they do better,
right.
It's still a genuine feeling that I want you to do better. Because why? Because it directly affects me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I still think that that makes it, you know, somewhat genuine. You know what I'm saying? Even though I can see people nitpicking at that and saying, well, it's not genuine because of his game. You know what I mean? It's a win-loss thing always.
That's the thing about it. When we was reading earlier this year, the negotiation book, if at all times you want to create a win-win.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We always negotiating, even with these, whether it be friendships or whether it be work relationships or whatever, we're still trying to coordinate a win-win. Nobody want to feel like they lost. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's not gonna, the point is, like, even with a friendship or even a genuine work relationship or connect, it still has to come with some type of adversity to build that relationship. It's going to come with that. You know what I mean? A work problem is going to come up. Somebody going to get fussed out. Somebody not going to do what they supposed to do. This is real life in professional life. You know, I observe whether or not I'm going to build a relationship with you, whether like I'm going to come past your office and talk with you, you know what I mean? And anything like that, based on how you handle adversity. If I feel like adversity comes up to you, and the first thing you do is point the finger or try to throw me under the bus, right? Or didn't Brandon say something like this? You know, people, you know, if I feel like that's the way you're going to handle things, then I'm not going to build no type of relationship with you. You know, I like to build a relationship with people who stay tough, who don't break down, who don't have to go take a smoke break. You know what I mean? Or have to go off to be by themselves. They do something that's contradictory to my personal goals or what the whole work vision is. You know, I like people to like. I watch people all the time when bad things happen. How do they handle it? Because a bad thing is sure to happen. You know what I mean? It's sure. I never had as you mentioned earlier, everybody is friends and cool and cordial when everything's happy go lucky. Why not? You know what I mean? Why not? You know, I believe, you need somebody.
I believe the saying is judge the man when everything's going well, judge him when adversity is.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you see I remember this, right? I was at a high school party. And, as I'm out at the high school party and everything, of course, a fight breaks out, right? Being young and dumb, I go over to see the fight, to see what's happening with the fight. So happened, the guys who were fighting were people that I know, right? And they like, come on, right? They tell you, in the hood, right? And this is horrible, but
Yeah.
but they like, if you know us and we in a fight, you in the fight too, right?
Yeah.
I said that. And being that I considered myself to be such a good friend, I said, yeah, I guess you're right. Because if I get into a fight, I'm gonna expect the same out of you.
Yeah.
Right? Fair. But one of the people that we was with, they ran.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? They ran when the fight broke out. And obviously the fight went in our favor, right? Obviously. Right? But the fight went in our favor. We get out of the fight and it's the next day, right? Or I think even later that night, we all together in the parking lot, just talking, seeing how things are going. And we like, yo, what happened to so-and-so? What happened to Jabroni? Yo, he on the bus. He on his way home, or something like that, And after that, speaking to him probably Monday or something, like, yo, what happened? Whatever, nobody beat him up or anything like that because that happens too, right? But nobody beat him up or anything like that. But he wasn't invited to handle no scuffles.
Yeah.
From then on out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Your distance, yeah.
What you say?
I say keep your distance.
You gotta keep your distance because we were cool, right? Because maybe you were always cool. Maybe you make us laugh or something like that. You were always cool. So nobody gonna beat you up or anything like that. But you're not the person that, when stuff goes wrong and a problem need to be fixed, you're not the person to come to because more than likely you're gonna run. When it got heated, you ran on us.
Yeah.
And that's the type of I don't need people like that in my life. You know what I mean? I need people who are willing to risk, because if you can't risk it with me, you can't share the reward with me either.
Absolutely. That's a fact.
I'm gonna say that again. That was good.
Yeah. Fact.
If you can't risk it with me, you can't share the reward with me.
We get into this I want to win and reap the benefits, but I don't want to risk anything.
I don't want to
risk anything, but I want to reap the benefits of it all. I want to win with you, but I don't want any risk. It's kind of that's crazy, man. That's crazy. And you want them people that's going to genuinely have your back, man.
Yeah.
And every friendship that you build, you want the people that's going to genuinely have your back.
And unfortunately, you can't see this until something happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we trying to rob the bank and I'm networking with you and I pick you up because you say you the best cold, safe cracker there is in the business. Yeah. We get into the bank, and you fold on us, what I'm saying? You like, I don't know what to do. You start crying, breaking down, you like, I need out of here, whatever like that. Come on, that's it. We might just
but it doesn't have to be in the legal the legal act.
It's whatever.
But even if we go in and we find this cheap property for $20,000, and we go in there 10 and 10. We got this cheap property for $20,000, and we find out that it has a bunch of plumbing issues later on. You know what I'm saying? Where it's going to cost us $10,000. You know what I'm saying? With $10,000 more, and all of us, either way, the reward's still going to be X amount of dollars, but you're just going to have to give up $10,000 more to, fix the plumbing. And you, like, hey, nah, hey, I can't do it. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. That's too risky. Oh, wait. That's the only problem. We found the problem. Hey, that's too risky. I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's equivalent to them people backing out of or running away from the fight. Running away from when the going gets tough. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lesson from Timon and Pumbaa one time.
What they say?
Timon once looked at Simba and said, "When the world turns its back on you, you turn your back on the world."
That's it.
Come on.
Last words.
Honestly, I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to squeeze that.
Nah, yo. It's real. I bring up things that are illegal because that's the way you make friends. I don't know. If I can't break the law with you, how can we be friends? If we can't go against the conventional way of thinking, maybe that's the better way to put it. If we can't go against the conventional way of thinking and stick with it, stick to it to the end, assume the risk together, then what else?
Dude, Rockefeller, the one we praise so much for his riches and all that other stuff like that, he broke the law.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He was breaking the law while making his money.
Yep.
And we're talking about, he's the richest, and he, business-minded thinking, thinking outside the box. But let that have been Tyrone Terrell. You know what I'm saying? Tyrone Terrell, he's throwing you under the cage. You know what I'm saying? Like what you're saying is right, that unconventional way of thinking. You know what I mean? Once we start thinking outside the box, and then we get attacked by the others, the inbox thinkers.
Mm-hmm.
You running away is not going to benefit us. You running away, I don't need you on my team. You running away, you're cut off. Because I need somebody, I need people, I need an army of people that are like, we're going to see this through.
Yeah.
We're going to see it through. We're going to push forward past this. This.
Listen, if you want to be a part of Team Inca, right? And I get it. I would put it like this. Even if say you were that person, you watching this, you listening to this episode, and you were that person who maybe you did fold on a friend, and maybe you didn't hold up your end of the deal. It's okay. Maybe that friendship may not be what it used to be because of that bad dilemma. I think that you should still press forth with the message of the Inkai, still going through and try to form another genuine relationship and do it the right way this time. It's not to say, maybe you just don't work for this circle of friends. You know what I mean? Maybe that opportunity don't work for you, because those things happen. Like, I can't, I don't want to give off the impression that, we throw away people, right? Because everybody is important. It just may not be the right fit for me. Like I met different people who I genuinely liked. And I thought that, like, you're really a cool person. You're really a dope person or whatever like that. But, I got maybe some type of inkling or maybe some situation happened where, I guess we probably could have reconciled it, but no, right? Like, you're not the type of person that I want to take forward. But maybe you could, for somebody else, maybe you could crack the safe. You know what I mean? Maybe for somebody else, you will. Maybe for somebody else, you will feel encouraged to jump into the fight, to jump into the fire, and that's cool. But just not for me.
Yeah, you right. You spot on, man. You spot on, and what I thought you was about to say is, and that's why I chuckled, because it was just like finishing your statement in my head, is everybody's important. Unfortunately, everybody's expendable.
I didn't want to say everybody's expendable because that's what it sounds like. When you forming a team, that's what the shit sound like. But it made me think about Paul, and I think Barnabas or whatever, in the Bible, and when like they got like locked up, one of the guys they was with like kind of ran and started doing something else, so he didn't do something that Paul wanted him to do, and he was mad with him, and like one of Paul, like, I don't know, consultants, right, was talking to him, and he was like, yo, give the kid a chance, he didn't work well with this, but maybe he'll work well with that to pass the message. You know what I mean? He messed up. So no doubt, we acknowledge that you messed up, and that's cool. And there is some redemption after it, but just go your way and I'll go my way. But the message can still be done. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's a lot of people who hold up to the same values that we talk about on this podcast, and they do their own things, but maybe we just not the right people to hang with each other. But long as you passing the same message or the same realness as these real brothers is doing today, then so be it. Peace be with you.
Yeah, but and guess what? And just because we're not, if we're passing the same message, I mean, we still are on the same team. You know what I mean? We're passing the message, and because that's all I'm saying. Like, as long as we're moving in the same direction and we're wanting best for each other, that's a relationship. That's a genuine relationship for each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
A genuine relationship could even be them parents that divorce. You know what I'm saying? That the parents that divorce, but they still do right by their kids, and still, we didn't work out as a unit, but we're still in the unit of working out for the kids. It's still a genuine relationship.
That's perfect.
It's that, and that's all. We said a lot of stuff. You know what I mean, just now. But what we're trying to get at overall is to build them genuine relationships, man. Find that common goal with the people that you are with. You know what I'm saying? Find that common goal with the new people that do come in your life, and build around that. Build around that. They don't have to be your best friend. But guess what? I got a buddy that I need to start using for. He's a videographer. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, and what we do here is you know what I mean? Is we need a videographer. I could, you know what I mean? When we talking about NCOT Fit, we got buddies that's heavy in the fitness game. You know what I'm saying? We reaching out to them for the NCOT same goal, genuine relationship. We can produce. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many people that crossed our path that we have a relationship with. It's a bunch. Just think about this stuff right now, and as we're going, like when you were talking about people that that you cut off before and stuff like that. I was thinking of one person in particular that we know, and I was like, this, you know what? That person could be used for something, and I'll tell you the name offline. There's no need to say the name. I was like, that person could be used for something. I don't know, whatever it is, but that person could have been used. But anyway, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I just only had one thing to say, that you're not doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
This world is not meant. Your life is not to be meant to be lived in solitude. Even solitude is important, but it's not meant to be lived that way.
That's crazy that you say that in the episode of advocating for yourself. I mean, in the series of advocating for yourself, we're saying it's not meant to be by yourself. That's real. in the midst of advocating for yourself, it's not meant for you to be by yourself. You can say all the things about yourself, but if somebody don't believe in you, you know what I'm saying? Or if you don't get people believing in you, trying to make it a common goal, you know, trying to reach that goal, you know, things get tough, man. You know what I'm saying? And things gonna get tough before they get better anyway. So just expect it. And keep that don't mean you changing, you know, change the way you're advocating for yourself. Keep it and keep trying to build them genuine relationships. So advocating for yourself becomes easier. And that's what it's all about. It becomes easier when you build them genuine relationships. That's all it is. Because even myself, my career right now, I got a couple of people that believe what I said when we say, you know what I mean? Sergeant Marshall, Sergeant Park, the great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You just get a couple of people that believe it, and then you got a couple of people that don't believe it that you continue to make look stupid.
Yeah.
That is what it is, man. That is what it is. Look, www.theincaribbeanteam.com. You can hit us up on all social media platforms, The Caribbean Team, except for Twitter, and we active on Twitter, y'all. We active on Twitter, in Caribbean Team. Check out our poll today on Twitter tomorrow. You'll see it on there, and yeah, man, go there. It's gonna be there for the next 7 days. Get your votes in. We'll talk about it next episode. Everything, knowledge, life, love, it's all in the palm of your hand. Peace.